Yeah.
Okay, I can hear myself fine.
Can you count?
1. That's it.
Okay.
How do you want to start this?
I don't know. I thought you had an idea. I don't know.
Welcome, everybody.
Hello. I was a robot made in lab. He hasn't chosen a name for me yet. This is the Stuck from a Basement podcast.
I'm gonna cut that out. No, this
I'm actually AI.
You know what's crazy? We're not gonna show our faces, so they might think so.
It is true. It is true. I'm not actually a person. Matter of fact, I'm AI. Play it back.
Somebody's gonna believe this.
Put it in an AI tracking thing. Put my voice in an AI tracking thing. If you have the technology, yeah. If you're rich and you have the technology, you put it through, yeah.
You don't have to be rich to get that kind of technology. I'm pretty sure.
Donate $100 and I'll tell you if I'm AI or not.
Follow our Patreon. We don't have a Patreon. Can we get this started?
No. Yeah.
Okay. Everybody, welcome
Welcome
to the first episode of the Clown Shoes podcast. Can you do a honk? Thank you.
That was on my nose.
Yeah. My name is Yoshi.
And my name is Minshark.
So what we're going to do here is we're just going to really just talk about whatever we want. There's not really a clear goal.
No.
Yeah, we're just doing this for fun, really. And fame and fortune. But that's later down the line.
And, to talk garbage, yeah. And gossip. We're gossiping.
We will
girls,
gossip.
if you will.
We're going to name drop.
We're gonna name drop. Just straight up be like, yeah, fucking.
We're not gonna reveal our names, but we're gonna name drop.
Yeah, we're gonna fucking dox all our friends.
Yeah, we're gonna reveal everybody we're connected to except us.
We're gonna give their address.
Yeah. Do you guys want the addresses of our friends?
Social security numbers?
Don't
look at me like that.
No. So yeah, we're basically just gonna talk about whatever we want. I'd like to review movies on here. I'd like to talk video games whenever I get the chance to play them.
Yeah.
Comic book stuff.
Yeah.
If I could. If you all allow it.
No.
What do you want to talk about?
I'm gonna yap about movies. Maybe video games because I play them badly.
If you guys
things
can hear
going
that,
on in social media.
Yeah,
the
if you
fucking
guys
heavy breathing ass dog next to me.
Yeah, if you guys can hear that, that's just my dog. Yeah, so
He's very cute and very nice, and yes, very nice for sure. Also, we're gonna talk about the frequent fucking things going on, and we're not gonna talk about politics.
no, we're also. I think we should make a rule: no trauma dumping until we get 100 followers.
At least. Give me $20.
You keep moving the mic away from yourself.
Anyway.
What else? I mean, that's pretty good. We're just gonna see how this goes. Well, if we're talking about it, then that's what we're talking about.
Yep.
That's about it. Oh yeah, TV shows whenever we see them, but
if we see them.
Yeah, we don't really
finish the Penguin.
Yeah, we don't really watch a lot of TV. To be fair,
we watch a lot of movies.
Also a little bit about ourselves.
Yep.
We are a couple.
Yes.
Couple of goofballs.
Couple of fucking clowns, if you know what I mean.
Give us a honk. Thank you. We've been together for a number of years. I'm not going to reveal how many.
You don't remember.
That's not what
Imagine.
I like I said, want complete anonymity.
Okay.
At least for now.
He wants to be part of the show. Say hi, son. Okay.
Yeah, we've been together for many years.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's all we can reveal right now.
Yeah, I think so. We're not even gonna reveal our actual social text. He's getting on the bed.
No.
We are recording in a small room. One of us may live here. Who's to say?
Who's to say, really?
But yeah, that's basically it about us.
We'll
reveal more as stories go on.
Yeah, if relevant.
Yeah.
If necessary, if you will. Yeah.
If you're watching. Anyways, for our first episode, I figure we can talk about two things that have happened this week, just to really date this episode. But I wanted to start off with The Switch 2 was revealed.
Like today.
Yeah, so now people know exactly when we recorded this.
Yeah. Who cares? Oh my god, they're going to track us down.
I'm paranoid, all right?
From like the recording date.
By the way, if you think you know me, you don't, and I will deny it. So, just so you know.
If you think you know me, hi, how you doing, bestie? Hi, thanks for listening.
You're gonna tell your best friend?
Yeah. Later. I'm a little shy.
Eventually.
I'm a little shy.
But yeah. So the Nintendo Switch 2. Now the Switch came out in 2017. So
damn.
Yeah, it's like, well, at this point, this year will be 8 years old.
Almost 10 years.
Yeah, and I have a Switch straight over there.
But I use my Switch more. It's over here.
At this point, is it actually?
Yeah, I have it on me actually. It's somewhere.
Oh, ain't that fun? Yeah, I really like the Switch. I know I've been down on it recently because I got a PS5 and I just like became an elitist.
Some H. He
But
hates on me because I like the Switch and it's a good fucking. It's a good. The Switch is good. Fuck you.
No, I'm
the
not.
The PS5 is very good, obviously, but the Switch is good. God damn it.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that the Switch is not a good console. It really is. The issue I have with it is that it runs the same thing my microwave can.
Dog.
It has the processing power of a calculator.
And guess what?
What?
You can still play games on it, so I don't go fuck.
Okay. So I figure, I mean, you saw the reveal trailer.
Yeah.
Not much. We just saw what it looked like.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
I wasn't really expecting much of a change when it comes to like what it looks like.
No, to me it just looks like bigger Switch.
Yeah, it's like the OLED.
I wonder.
The OLED.
Actually, you know what? I wonder how much bigger than the OLED it is. If it is bigger than the OLED, I didn't even look into that.
Maybe I think so. It looks bigger than the OLED.
I hope so.
Because the thing about it is that the OLED thing fits the Joy-Cons of the regular Switch.
No, then it have to be. It has to be bigger than the OLED.
It's a pretty big fucking machine.
Yeah.
Maybe it's about the same size as a Steam Deck.
I don't know how big those are either.
They're bigger than the Switch.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, like I said, it just looks like a bigger Switch. I the snapping of the Joy-Cons instead of the.
I feel like that's gonna be like better because the snapping of the Joy-Cons, like, well, the way that they are now kind of sucks ass. Because like the fucking when you just slide it in.
Slide.
That shit. In my Switch, at least, that's just been broken for like 2 years.
Yeah, I think I can like actually tear mine off. So like, I think mine snaps already.
It's like mine doesn't connect properly anymore.
Yeah.
Or it hasn't. It just doesn't.
Mine connects fine, I think. I don't really use the Joy-Cons. Here's the one thing I want them to fix, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like they kind of like teased this when they were like doing like the controller thingy.
Mm-hmm.
They gotta fix that fucking Joy-Con drift because that
shit is crazy.
Yeah, that's like the only thing. If they release the Switch again, bigger but with no Joy-Con drift, hey man, I think they got my money. I think.
Guys, you already know my birthday. Just saying.
I don't know when it's. We know it's gonna release this year, but as far as like what time period, I mean, I would assume. Like, yeah, probably like fall time because that's just in time for holidays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's smart. So it's probably going to be around my birthday. Yo, you know what? I do want the Steam Deck though.
You're
just saying.
Now you're revealing when your birthday is. Oh my god.
When's my birthday? During the fall.
Social Security number 2 or
Yeah. Let me start.
Imagine. I'm gonna have to cut that out.
Yeah.
Is that how your Social Security number starts?
Yeah.
Okay, there's
Just cut that out. Just bleep that. Bleep that actually.
Yeah. I don't know how to do that.
Learning.
Fuck.
Anyway.
What they also revealed just a very quick snippet of
the new Mario Kart.
The new Mario Kart, yeah.
I like that.
So I'm assuming it's Mario Kart 9 and not like re-releasing 8 again.
Imagine.
No, because otherwise, if they really did that, that just feels like kind of a waste of time, to be honest.
Like at that point, make that shit 3D. Imagine they make it 3D. Like the 3DS.
No, don't. And nobody
that
ever.
Should give me migraine.
Nobody used the 3D feature on the 3DS. Okay, nobody used it. Most pointless gimmick they've ever come up with.
It was kind of. I mean, like to my child mind, I was like, "Yo, the peak of fucking."
But like immediately turned that off.
Obviously, it gave me headaches like literally every time.
So they revealed the new Mario Kart 9 or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Just some quick things. You can see that it's the track they're on is called Mario Bros Circuit, which I believe is like a new kind of thing because usually they have like Mario Circuit, like Mario Kart Circuit, Luigi Circuit, stuff like that. This is the first time, as far as I know, that they're doing Mario Bros. Circuit. We didn't really get a bunch of detail on it. Another thing that we saw there is that, from what I can see, you can like play with 24 players.
God damn.
Instead of the usual 12.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. See, double the processing power.
It's a lot of fucking people.
Also, I don't think you saw this.
I don't think I know 24 people.
No, I definitely don't. The listeners. Whenever we get listeners. Okay, here's the thing. Here's what I wanted to show you. They look like they redesigned Donkey Kong.
Wait, what?
Actually? Yeah, I'm going to show you a picture. And I'm going to give you... it's a comparison side by side, right?
Yeah.
And I'm going to see what you think. People, you guys can look this up.
He grayer. I don't... DK.
He looks more cartoony.
Kong. Yeah.
Now, I'm seeing some people online saying that's like Donkey Kong Jr. or whatever from like the classic Donkey Kong games.
Oh, maybe.
But no, I think that's just Donkey Kong. I just think that's what he looks like.
So?
Now. Yeah, I don't... Because... Well, Donkey Kong Jr. has like a white baby shirt or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy's brolic. So...
He do look big as fuck, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. You know, he kind of... Actually, you know what? He kind of looks like the movie Donkey Kong.
Oh, yeah, he does. He has the more, like, you know, like, opened eyes. Because DK usually has, like, this fucking type of look, you know?
Woohoo!
Donkey Kong.
Yeah. So, yeah, I love the Mario Kart series a lot. I wonder what the gimmick is going to be in this one. Because in 7, it was drive underwater and gliding. In 8, it was the anti-gravity thing. I don't know what they're going to do for this one. So, but
honestly, I'm excited.
Yeah, Mario Kart games are almost always good.
Yeah. When were they done good?
Before I was born.
Jesus. The first one.
No, even those are kind of like playable. They're not like
playable.
They're not great, but you can play them.
You're gonna get death threats for saying that.
Well, I mean, engagement. So.
Hey, yay, death threats.
But no, I mean, as far as what other games you'd like to see on the Switch too, what I saw people speculating, it might be as powerful as like a PS4.
That's pretty good. Because my PS4 can play Red Dead Redemption 2. And that's a pretty big game.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, so this is what my gripe with Nintendo systems, right? They're like, and I feel like I already mentioned this, but like they're not keeping up with technology. And I guess
they're not trying to.
I guess they don't have to. But it'd be nice if they did.
You know that they're just like making consoles for like people, like the younger to like, you know.
Yeah, I know it's for kids. But like
it's not specifically for kids. So everybody can play it.
No,
even if you don't have like that much experience.
No, I know. But like, and I guess they also like their main thing for Nintendo, right? It's just IP. They have Mario, Zelda, Pokemon, Kirby.
True.
Like those print money. Pokemon especially makes so much money.
Oh yeah, baby.
Yeah. Where are my Pokemon fans out there? Love Pokemon.
Sandile enjoyers, please say hello. Please, are you out there? I'm calling into the void. If you like Sandile, please say something.
Yeah, people like Sandile.
I fucking love Sandile.
Yeah. As far as like what kind of games do you want to see? Well, this is what's rumored. I'll go what's rumored and then I'll see what you want. Okay?
I think we should wait. Okay, this might be a hot take, but I think we should wait a little longer to make a Zelda game. Just saying.
Okay. I don't disagree. Well, I don't. First off, I don't play Zelda, so send your death threats. But yeah, because they launched it with Breath of the Wild, and then Tears of the Kingdom came out about a year ago, maybe 2 years ago at this point.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's 2 Zelda games. Very good Zelda games.
Yeah, very
I might
good.
add.
Tears of the Kingdom is so fucking hard.
Yeah, I think they might have to wait a couple years before a new Zelda game. Well, you know what? A new like Zelda game like that, like an open world Zelda game.
Yeah.
Because, you know,
they can make more Toon Link. I don't.
Yeah, they released like those like toony Zelda like Link's Awakening and like the new Zelda game that came out.
Those are apparently really good.
Yeah. So.
Should get into that.
Yeah. Yeah. Why haven't you gotten into that?
You know, it's because the thing about it is that I haven't finished Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah, sue me, fucking shoot me in the head. Yeah, sue me. I haven't fucking finished the game. You know why? Because I did the same thing with Breath of the Wild. I got it. I played with it for a couple of months, and then I stopped playing, and then I finished the whole thing in like a week. So that's what I'm gonna. I'm just like waiting for the.
Okay, it's not a week anymore though. It's been like 2 years.
Shush. I'm waiting for that to come. But also, like, I've gotten so many fucking games. Like, I'm just getting into Red Dead 2. I'm just getting into it now, and I got that shit so long ago. I got that when I got the PS4.
Yeah.
And I got it like a while ago. Like, I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say because that's name dropping people. So
go ahead, give their address. Nobody cares. Come on. Yeah, like I said, let me give you like what's rumored to be releasing not with it, but like coming to the Switch 2 or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then we'll go with like what you want to see. So we have the new Mario Kart, which we saw proof of.
Yeah.
A new 3D Mario.
Okay.
Now somebody said it was going to be
Sunshine 2.
I don't think so.
I don't think so, but it would be so good if it was.
Yeah, because they kind of Nintendo
like a remaster or something. I wouldn't be mad about a remaster.
So the game,
but it should be a new game.
Nintendo did a lot of like new things for the GameCube. Mm-hmm. Like they did Sunshine, they did Wind Waker, which was the introduction of Toon Link. Mm-hmm. They did I forget what Metroid game it was. I think it was Prime actually, but people like Prime. That was a new idea. And Mario Kart Double Dash. And like because this stuff is like new ideas, like changing the play style of the actual game, not just the play style, but like art style and like direction. People were kind of mixed. There were like the reviews for this kind of stuff is mixed. Mm-hmm. The only like GameCube game I would say was like entirely like positive was probably Melee, Smash Brothers.
I'm fucking crying.
And even to this day, people are like, "Yeah, Melee's still the best Smash Brothers." Let it go.
Hot take.
Yeah, I think they're better now. Sorry.
I mean that's fair because like, come on guys, it's been 20 years. Let it go.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, next is Metroid.
It's no longer your mom's basement. You can't be 10 anymore. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Damn.
Gulp killed me.
Metroid Prime 4, which we know is coming. They announced this game when the fucking Switch came out. Like,
that's so fucking funny. They're like, we ain't finishing that shit.
I think this and the next one might be that thing where they release it on the original Switch, because they were probably already developing it for that, and then just making a more like high res, better running version that works on the Switch too.
Yeah, which makes sense. Yo, playing Stardew Valley on the Switch 2 gonna go crazy.
Yeah, I bet.
You wouldn't get it.
No. The next one, Pokemon Legends ZA, which we just know it's like Lumiose, Kalos, Gen 6.
I'm excited about that.
I like Legends Arceus a lot.
Yo.
That game was revealed like a year ago during, their annual Pokemon Presents in February because that's their anniversary. Mm-hmm. And I assume we're going to get our first look at the game, like actual gameplay this year because we haven't seen anything.
Yeah. They're probably saving it for the next Direct. Which makes sense because, they're going to drop like everything together. There's going to be a very fun Direct.
No, I don't think it'll be in the Direct for the Switch 2. I think it'll be in February again because like they do an annual Pokemon reveal thing. So we'll see it then. But yeah, I'm excited about that. I like the Pokemon game, and I like they're taking their time with this one because some Pokemon games recently have been buggy and...
Speak on it.
Well, Scarlet Violet, Sword and Shield.
I like Sword and Shield.
No, I like
buggy.
these.
It was buggy. I'm not gonna lie.
I like these games too, but like I just feel like they'd be better if they just spent just a little more time with it.
Yeah,
just a little more.
I feel like that's just like speaking on the game industry currently because I feel like people are just rushing out with like fucking half-baked games a lot. Yeah,
we're gonna get to that. Because they were releasing these games like yearly, and like even like the Diamond and Pearl remakes, I like them because they're just the same game I played when I was 10. But also they didn't bring anything new to the table or anything like that. No. You know what they did do? I was just kind of. They're making these games easier, and that like kind of upsets me. There should be like a scale I can slide. You know what I mean? On difficulty.
That honestly, yeah. I feel like most games should have that.
Yeah, because like I
feel all games should have that. That's my hot take of the day. I feel all games should have a fucking thing difficulty meter. Yeah, I said it.
Is this on Red Dead?
No, not on Red Dead because it does. I'm pretty sure I have a difficulty.
Oh, okay.
But I honestly. I don't care how hard, like, like, you can play it on hard mode, and they're like, okay, cool. But, like, you play a game that can only be played in hard mode. I wish I could play it, too. The fuck? But I'm not gonna, like, slave my ass. Like, I want to, like, watch the story. Shit.
Yeah, you want to play Mario Kart on the easiest level. I understand.
Know what I'm talking about, like, Bloodborne and shit.
I don't know. Those ones I feel like they should be because that's what they're built on, the difficulty.
Yeah. Also, but also like there's so much to explore in those games, and that's what attracted me to them in the first place.
Oh,
But like
yeah.
I can't fucking do anything.
One of us has ADHD. I'm not gonna reveal who.
Oh, I wonder who.
One of us couldn't start recording without having the TV screen on.
Shh, stop telling them my secrets. Stop telling them my secrets.
But yeah, so Pokemon again. I think Pokemon ZA might be a Switch and Switch 2 exclusive, or maybe just Switch 2. Because like I said, they didn't reveal any gameplay, so it might just be a Switch 2. But we'll have to see. Then one of the other ones was Mario and Rabbids 1 and 2.
Oh, okay.
Apparently those games are good. I've never played them.
Me
I can't
either.
stand the rabbits.
I know you wouldn't. Honestly, I just don't like the way they look.
No.
It's gotta piss me off.
But apparently they're good. Like I think they're turn-based strategy games. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not really big on those, but
Yeah, I mean, I technically am because technically Pokemon is that, but
oh yeah. Still.
yeah, it's different when it's not the little monsters I like.
Exactly. Sandile Enjoyers Rise up.
Next one, Rainbow Six Siege, which I've never played.
Yeah, me either.
Metal Gear Solid Delta, which I've never played. I've never played any Metal Gear game.
Me either.
I know one of them is like the end is just 40 minutes of cutscene.
But Rainbow Six Siege, I never played. But a lot of the people that I follow on certain social media apps led me to fucking believe that it was a romance game because of all the fucking fan fiction they make about it.
That's just you. That's nobody else.
It's a lot of fan art, and I'm like, oh my god, this is nice. What is this? It's Rainbow Six Siege, and I'm like, what is that shit about?
It's
like,
a shooting
what?
game. It's a first-person shooter.
Is it?
Yeah. Is it not?
Probably.
I'm pretty sure it's a first-person shooter.
It fucking better be because it's a romance game to me.
Hold on, I got your answer right here.
Okay.
Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege.
It's starting to sound like it's not a romance game, guys.
Yeah, I don't know what part of this you could have possibly thought was a romance.
Let me take a
game.
look. I don't know. That's not me. That's them. And
It's definitely first-person shooter.
epic. I mean, shit, if I'd never played Call of Duty, I would think it's a fucking romance game too, whether people fucking talk about it. I'm in a very specific part of the internet.
Yes.
They love these bitches. Anyway.
Then we have Microsoft Flight Simulator, which, okay. Have you ever played any of the Flight Simulator ones?
No.
What I like in those games, right? They don't really do it anymore. But what I like in old games like that, right? Was like you would like fly. It's supposed to be like the real world or whatever, right? So, but like you would fly across like the Atlantic Ocean, and there's just like an alien ship in the sky or something.
That's funny.
Just funny little secrets like that.
That's cute. I like that.
Yeah.
It's like when I'm playing Red Dead Redemption.
No.
Every single thing I say is just related to that game at this moment.
Like I said, one of us has ADHD. Anyways, Halo: The Master Chief.
Like for the Nintendo Switch?
That's what it says. That's
it
what
is?
I'm reading off of. Literally the account called Gaming.
Do you know what's so funny?
What?
If that comes to Nintendo Switch 2, no one's ever gonna buy an Xbox again.
Because it's called. I don't know what this is. Just by the name, I'm gonna assume it's like a Halo game that focuses on like Master Chief's story.
Yep.
I don't know that guy's story. I've never played a Halo game.
I haven't, but I want to.
Yeah, but I'm not getting an Xbox.
Nah, so maybe the Nintendo Switch 2, like...
Yeah.
It'd be great if it did.
Yeah, Professor Layton and the New World of Steam. Now, I have a friend who loves those games.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, I know exactly what you're talking about.
That's his jam right there. So I know he's going to be excited for that if that is real.
It sounds like very steampunk, so...
Probably. Again, I've never played a Professor Layton game. We don't play games. I don't know why we're doing this.
We do play games. We play
a lot of Fortnite.
I play
guys.
Fortnite like a motherfucker.
A lot of Fortnite.
And Marvel Legends.
She's talking about Marvel Rivals, just so everybody knows.
No. We take Marvel Legends, like the figurines, and we make them kiss each other. That's what we play.
That's not what we do.
That's what we do.
This is
That's what we do. No, don't cut it out. Don't cut it out. It's funny.
Final Fantasy VII Remake
Okay.
and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Now, I played the remake for like 2 days. And then then it took me to that point where I was like, no, it's not my jam.
That's fair. Honestly, really fair. I tried to like get into it, because like a lot of people that I know is like into the fandom, and it's just like it's just not for me. That and Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, I think you would really like Kingdom Hearts.
I haven't gotten like anywhere into Kingdom Hearts because like,
I think
people
if you
who are
got-
into it are fucking crazy.
Yeah, I think if you got into it, like your whole perspective on life would change.
That's fucking crazy. That's crazy.
This is just from what I've heard from people who play Kingdom Hearts. That's my other dog, guys. I have 2 dogs.
So cute. Anyway,
And then Assassin's Creed Mirage and Assassin's Creed Shadows. Now Shadows, I know, is the new Ninja one coming out. I'm pretty sure. I don't know which one Mirage is. Wait, I think that's the one that's set in like
I don't fucking know anything about these games, to be fair.
Yeah.
I heard that they're like hella half baked and glitchy, like.
So that's what I was talking about earlier.
Yeah, no, I don't like that. Like.
Yeah. So, who's played any of the listeners like have played in Assassin's Creed recently?
Not.
And like, do you still love those games? Because here's the thing.
They're hard to like.
With the Assassin's Creed Shadows, right?
Mhm.
That's the set in Japan Samurai Ninja one, right?
Yeah.
This same year, we're gonna get Ghost of Yote
Oh, now they're cooked.
on the PS5.
Oh, now they're cooked.
And like, if anybody here's played Ghost of Tsushima, I love that game. It's probably one of if it's not one of my favorite game, it's one of my top 5.
That's real, because it's a really good game.
I really like that game.
I'm sorry, but Assassin's Creed is not gonna like be competing with the new Ghost game. Are you joking?
No, it's not gonna be even close. Also, if you guys are mad of a female protagonist, I think you're gay.
You don't like to see women. You only like seeing burly, strong men in the screen. Ooh,
Yeah.
Ooh, you like seeing sweaty men.
You must have
dirty.
loved those scenes in the first Ghost game when you got to the hot spring and you saw his butt. But
He says, but yeah, no. You know what? That was a pretty good scene.
and then the last one here on this list is The Division. So I don't know what that is, and
Yeah,
I'm not gonna look it up
I don't
either.
fucking know.
So here's the thing, guys. We're gonna be uninformed this whole time. I hope you're okay with that.
Epic. We're gonna be informed, like 50% informed.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. We're hypothetically informed.
Yeah.
Some things, obviously, like people, some things we know, some things we don't know. But a lot of the things we don't know.
Yeah.
Especially me. I don't
Just
fucking
assume we're wrong.
know. Yeah. If I tell you something and I say and it's a fact, I'm probably lying. Lying.
I like lying. I love to lie. It's my dog.
She sneaks into the mic.
But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm excited right now for the Switch 2. I'd say I'm optimistic.
Me too. Honestly, just because I like the Switch.
Yeah.
Mainly. I really like the Switch.
Yeah, but like I said, if it's just bigger Switch, then the only thing that's gonna sell me is gonna be the games, really.
And they better be fucking good ass games.
Yeah. Oh, so this is what I wanted us to also talk about. I think we should talk about what games we want to see on the new Switch.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, so here's mine, right? I want your mic is not.
Are you dead ass?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want a proper remake. So not like Shining Pearl, not like Brilliant Diamond Order, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want a full effort remake of Black and White for Pokemon.
Okay.
Because
you love yourself some Black and White.
Yeah. No, that was one of like the first generations I played growing up. Mm-hmm. That was the first time I bought a Pokemon game that wasn't used, from like buying used games at GameStop.
The olden days.
Yeah, but I love those games, and I don't know how they would do a remake, to be honest. I think really what they should do is do Black and White 3, because they did Black and White and then Black and White 2, which are sequels to those games.
Oh yeah.
And then just do Black and White 3. Just doesn't matter. Just do it.
That could be a good time.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm thinking of like, I'm trying to think. What do I want to see?
Yeah.
Besides a new Pokemon game, of course.
Yeah.
Fucking make Minecraft too.
Because we're gonna get ZA on there.
Mm-hmm.
So I want Black and White, remakes or sequels, whatever they decide to go with. And then I know eventually, in a couple years it's gonna be Pokemon's like 30th or 35th anniversary.
It's the 30th. Didn't the 30th pass?
No, I think I think it's gonna be 30 years.
Damn, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, so that's definitely gonna be Gen 10.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Are you excited? How many more Pokemon do you think they can get?
I'm gonna say they're gonna do 150.
Okay.
Because that's the original.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, how at the end, how many Pokemon do you think we're gonna have in the end?
I don't think Pokemon's ever gonna die.
No.
We'll have like 50,000.
I hope. Like, I know this might sound fucked up, but I hope it diminishes in like interest, because a lot of scalpers just like, why can't I just buy one of them nice little packets with the EVs? Why can't with the evolutions? Why?
What are you talking about?
There's they released like a new fucking pack, right? Well, there is a couple, and they're
Are we
specifically.
talking about like actual Pokemon cards?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like the games or something.
No. I'm talking about the Pokemon cards because scalpers are just like fucking eating up the market, and you just gotta. It just pissed me off.
Yeah.
It just pissed me off. Really
That's
bad.
just been a problem for the last couple of years. I'm blaming Logan Paul on that.
I am 100% blaming Logan Paul. Logan Paul, if you're hearing this, I fucking hate you.
Yeah, I also fucking hate you. So
I challenge you in a legal fight.
I don't. So again, like I said, I'm not excited per se.
I'm excited.
But I am optimistic of what it could be. You know what? I just can't form a proper opinion with what I saw, which was bigger Switch.
I like the idea of bigger Switch. I could low-key wanted the OLED. But I am very optimistic about it because I like the Switch. I think it's a great console. Nintendo, please sponsor me. No, I'm joking. But I think it's a great console. I love playing on the Switch. It's like I love having it like right up to my face so I can like look at
you want to
everything
be
that's happening
in the
screen.
game.
Yeah, I do.
You want to jump into like a Jumanji.
I wanna like stick my head into Fortnite and be Miku. Anyway, but yeah, I think it's great, and I'm very excited for the new Switch.
Yeah, I don't like the name.
Switch 2. What do you want it to name?
Bigger Switch.
You want it to be named Bigger Switch?
Yes, I would. I'd buy 10.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
That's fucking great.
Anyways, so that's our thoughts on the Switch 2.
Yippee, yippee, yippee.
Sick transition into our next topic.
Yippee, yippee, yippee.
We are actually fresh out of watching The Wolfman. 2025's The Wolfman.
Ow!
Directed by Lee Winnell.
Blumhouse production.
Yes. And we haven't talked about
at all. We haven't said a word.
What we think of it. We were cracking some jokes in the theater, but that's what we do.
The only thing that we've said like about it is ow.
Yeah. Maybe I'm
No karaoke right now.
No, that's not what this is for. No, if this podcast doesn't go off, I'm gonna start off a SoundCloud rapper career.
I'll leave you. I'm not joking.
Oh. But no, I thought the way we could do this, like a rating system for this movie, right?
Yeah.
We can rate it out of honks.
Okay.
So we'll say like 5 honks is best.
Yes. Okay.
And then obviously 0 honks is worst.
Yeah.
No, we'll give it half a honk if it's the worst. There has to at least be some kind of honk.
Yeah. It has to have done fucking something.
Yeah.
Like,
but I mean, do you want to tell us what the story is?
Okay, so basically there's this dude.
Okay.
There's this dude, and he lived in this forest with his dad when he was younger.
Yeah,
and
in Oregon, somewhere in Oregon. I don't think we know the location specifically.
Butterfuck nowhere, Oregon.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. And he lives with his dad.
Yep.
And they go hunting one day, and
yes.
They get separated for a second, and he sees a fucking Wolfman.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, it's a fucking Wolfman.
Oh yes.
Stop. It's a fucking Wolfman, and then his dad saves him or whatever. They go into like this deer house. I don't know anything about hunting, guys, if you couldn't tell. So they go into like this like tree house. They get saved.
Yeah, I think he said it was like a deer barn. I think that was like the term they used for it.
Or something like that. Fast forward. The son now lives in LA. Very nice. He has a daughter who is very
LA?
adorable.
I know it's California. So there's a second where we see the California flag. So I'm pretty sure it's in California.
Yeah, but I'm guessing it's LA because they just showed a big city.
I initially thought it was just New York.
Yeah, me too. I was like that cut like New York, obviously.
Yeah.
But he's living there with his daughter and his wife, who has very cute pixie cut.
Yeah.
They're both curly, also.
Yeah,
Just
the
like
daughter's not curly, so I don't know whose fucking kid that
is. He has the blackest fucking eyes, the kid. What the fuck was his name?
Blake.
Yeah, Blake is the kid. And he has the darkest eyes. He has got black eyes. I just noticed that. I couldn't stop looking at him. He lives with his wife, and his wife's name is...
I'm looking up right now because I can't
remember. I have
remember.
no fucking idea. And his daughter's name is Charlotte.
Yes.
And they have this really cute thing where she like touches his forehead, and he asks, "What am I thinking of right now?"
Just real quick, my one friend, he asked me if I saw the DK redesign.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so funny. We're just talking about it right now.
Yeah. So yes, so we have the main guy is called Blake.
Yes.
No, Charlotte's his wife.
Oh.
His daughter's name is Ginger.
Oh, they barely said her name.
Yeah.
So they have this really cute thing where he, like, she touches his forehead and he's like, "What am I thinking of right now?" And she says, "I love my little girl," and it's really cute.
Yeah.
Then later they get home. The wife is there. She's an editor. Well, she's a journalist. She's a journalist.
Yeah, because she's talking to her editor.
And he is a writer, but he's between jobs.
Yeah, so he's basically a stay-at-home a stay-at-home dad right now.
Yeah, but he's a very good dad. He tries to be very soft with his daughter, very clearly.
Because maybe his dad wasn't so soft on him.
He really wasn't. He had him in military style. Like, that shit was kind of crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy.
He yelled at him in the middle of the forest while they were trying to hunt deer. Like, that's counterintuitive. Fucking asshole.
Yeah.
He gets a letter in the mail that his dad died.
Yes.
Well, he was pronounced dead.
Yeah, he's been missing, basically.
He's been missing and he's been pronounced dead.
I wonder what it could have been.
Then he kind of argues with his wife a little bit.
Yeah, we'll get back to that.
They have kind of I guess you could say slightly strained marriage. Maybe they've just been having a couple, problems recently.
Yeah, I feel like we'll get back to that because I want to talk about that for a little bit.
Yeah. And he's like, my dad has been pronounced dead, and she's like, oh, and he's like, you want to go to Oregon, just for the summer, and we can, kind of work on our marriage. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's kind of we don't really know how long he wanted to be there. He's going to Oregon to move the stuff out of his dad's house.
Yeah, but he said that he wanted to be there for the summer when they were talking about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I guess I didn't pay attention to that part. And at first she's reluctant, but then, she thinks, she agrees, whatever.
Yeah. To be fair, it looked like she had been having a couple, kind of troubles, in her job, a little bit with her
again,
editor.
we'll get back to this kind of stuff.
Anyway, they go to Oregon. Very pretty, by the way. I was like, damn, I kind of want to go, but there's Wolfman over there, so I don't think I do.
Or maybe there's not. Ooh, we're not gonna spoil anything. Yeah, right now we're not gonna spoil anything.
Spoiler alert, we're probably gonna.
Yeah, probably on accident.
Yeah, so spoiler warning.
We're gonna try not to spoil anything until we'll clearly say when the spoiler section starts.
But just to be sure, spoiler warning.
Yeah,
because I am describing the movie right now.
We're bad at this.
I'm bad at this specifically. I'm bad at telling stories.
No, we're new at this. Oh, I'll cut you off when I think you should stop.
Okay.
So, but no, I mean,
let me finish.
Yeah, go ahead.
So they're writing down.
Yeah.
And they're kind of lost because there's no fucking cell service because they're in the butt-fuck nowhere.
Yeah.
And he finds this guy who is his dad's.
Yeah, he kind of knew him from his childhood.
Yeah, kind of. And he's just like, hey, can I get some directions? And he's like, sure, I'll guide you. Yeah. They go up. They're in, it's starting to get dark. And it gets really dark, obviously, because they're in the middle of the woods. And as, they're talking, he sees this figure in the middle of the road.
And it might be a Wolfman. And I think we'll leave it at that for right now.
Standing on two legs.
Yeah.
Ooh, spooky.
So I guess we'll reveal right now in general. Mm-hmm. What did you think?
I really liked it.
Okay.
I wish that the Wolfman looked a little bit more like, he did when, back in the day.
Yes, he definitely needed more hair.
He was bald. He was bald and gross.
Yeah. And I
kind
of put that up that his transformation wasn't fully complete.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I wish his transformation, he was a little more furry, back in the day.
Because they get attacked by a Wolfman. This is in the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
They get attacked by a Wolfman.
Mm-hmm.
And he gets, scratched by the Wolfman.
Yeah.
And he starts to change. This is all from the trailer, so it's not really spoiling anything.
Yeah.
So this is stuff you would know. And I think in his transformation, the transformation was grotesque, and I really liked that. Yeah.
It got real nasty.
I think the final look was good. I just wanted more hair.
I liked the bone structure they were going for. I didn't like the outer look. I didn't like the skin. I get it. All of that. It'll make sense. Also, the fucking teeth. Oh my god, it was nasty.
Yeah, I like that. Under.
He got a fucking dog teeth. If you pull down the bottom lip of your dog, if you have a dog, you can see he had
if you have a dog, attack your dog. Be like, show me them teeth.
Show me them teeth. He just looked at me like I'm fucking crazy.
Like, don't you dare fucking do that.
Please don't do that.
So so he gets Wolfmanified, and they make it to his dad's house.
Yes.
And then he just starts changing. This is all the same night, which was kind of a little bit confusing at first, I feel.
Yeah. I was like, wait, is this all going to be the same night? And it was.
It is. Another thing about these Wolfmen they at least they didn't make a point to show that they came out during the full moon, but also they don't change back. They're just stuck as Wolfman,
which fucking sucks.
Yeah,
I think they're just kind of like stuck in that like shitty like look. Like I don't think they can see very well.
No, well, we know they can't.
Yeah,
well,
no. Like,
actually, they can see very well, but they
way too well. That's a problem.
But they can't. But at the same time, they can't see shit.
Yeah, they can't recognize people.
Yeah,
which sucks.
Their senses are dialed to like 11. It would seem.
It looked really fucking weird when he was looking at them, but anyway.
Yeah. So overall, I thought this was good, right? This is the same guy in the same studio that made The Invisible Man from a couple years ago. Good
movie, very good movie.
Yes, I think The Invisible Man was better.
It grew on me.
Yeah,
because I didn't like it at first. I did I don't know. It's just something about it just didn't click with me. I watched it again.
Yeah,
I with a little bit more of an open mind, and I did like it.
Yeah. So what Universal's going for because a couple years ago, you remember when Tom Cruise made a Mummy movie? Hardly,
but yeah.
Yeah. They were trying to do like the Avengers with classic Universal monsters, basically.
That is so fucking funny.
They had cast a bunch of actors to be like, this is gonna be the new Universal
fucking
monsters.
Fucking crying.
I think it was Angelina Jolie as the Bride of Frankenstein, Javier Bardem as Frankenstein, he's a big fucking head. I think Johnny Depp was supposed to be the Invisible Man.
Oh hell no.
Russell Crowe was Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Oh my fucking God.
And Tom Cruise was there.
Honestly,
but he wasn't a mummy, and he wasn't like Van Helsing either.
Yeah, what the fuck?
He was just a guy who had mummy powers.
I would like to see a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, movie, from the now.
Yeah. Well, see, so now what they're doing now, right, with the new Invisible Man and this Wolfman movie, is that they're doing these monsters, but the monsters is actually something else. Yeah. Like in Invisible Man, the monster was domestic abuse and gaslighting. But in this one, it's my dad beating me up as a kid. No, it's generational trauma.
Yeah, it is. I mean, his dad didn't outwardly beat him, but he was very emotionally.
Okay, so this is gonna sound
abusive.
This is gonna sound a little bad, right? I think he should have. Not because I think the kid deserved it. Okay, not because I think the kid deserved it. I think for the audience that would have been a better representation of his childhood upbringing.
I don't think so.
So here's my one issue with this movie, right? I have a couple issues. Overall, I think it was good. I don't think it was spectacular.
Okay.
I think we don't get enough establishment at the beginning of him, his trauma, and what's going on with his family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because we see that his dad yells at him in the forest, but that doesn't, to me, that doesn't his dad's not actively abusing him, if that makes sense.
He is though. The thing about it is that it's more covert. Abuse doesn't have to be straight hitting him and all that stuff. But he lived in a constant state of fear because the second he woke up, he knew his dad spoke and he had to clean the bed, and his dad spoke and he just had to do anything that he wanted. So he just lived in a constant state of anxiety because he had a troubled home life. But I feel that it doesn't have to be outwardly hitting to be abuse. I feel that's pretty good. It's a pretty good message, I guess.
Okay. So here's the other thing. So there was a second when he has a daughter. Mm-hmm. They're on the street of New York, LA. Yeah. And then he she's on top of one of those road blocky things.
Yeah, the biters. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, on the side of the road. And he's obviously she doesn't want her to fall into the street or stuff like that.
Yeah.
So he yells at her for a little bit, right?
Yeah.
A couple things. Mm-hmm. Clearly, this girl is being babied very much.
Yeah, hardcore.
You could tell that just by the beginning. And I can understand that because of his upbringing. Mm-hmm. But secondly, he did that so quickly to me that I was does he do this every day?
That's so funny.
Because every day he yells at his daughter and he's I'm sorry, I don't want to yell at you.
No, but
because it was an immediate jump, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And also, it to me, it felt like he was on a hair trigger. Because even later on in when they're at their apartment, right? Mm-hmm. And his wife comes home. And he's telling her to if she can take the phone call she's having in the other room, right? Yeah. He looks like he's about to snap. I feel like he's about to he's about to be I told you.
You're fucking crying. No, I don't think. I think
he's very mentally unwell.
He's very traumatized. That's for sure.
But to me, like I said, I just to the level that he is, it just didn't make sense for what I saw. You know what I'm saying?
It makes sense, because how his dad was like as a person, those
Yeah.
kind of like those attributes can like be like passed down.
Yeah,
So
and
like,
I guess that is
he's
the
trying
point.
actively to not be an angry person. He's trying
Yeah.
actively to be soft and kind with his daughter. Like the way that they
Yeah.
spoke to her makes sense because they explained everything that they were doing to her.
Yeah,
Like like very seriously.
you visually got a sense of what kind of upbringing this kid has immediately.
But like they obviously baby her, but they also like kind of
She's,
they're very serious with her. Like
Yeah.
they don't like don't like hide things from her.
I don't know how old she is. I don't think we ever find that out.
No,
But she seems very mature, I guess. If I want
she's like 10
maybe, but she understands things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But also at the same time, she's very like daddy and like confused.
she's innocent.
Yeah, I would say that's a good way to describe it.
I mean, like it's a completely different from like how he was, because he was very much expected to be
Yeah.
like an adult, like
Maybe
by
I
his
didn't.
dad.
Maybe I didn't understand this movie. Maybe you understood this way better than I did.
I think that's maybe why. Like that's good. That's a different opinion, but like it's just like the different perspective,
Mhm.
because like she's allowed to be childish and like
Yeah,
soft
yeah.
and like like have fun
Yeah, no, I got that. Yeah,
to like a certain point, because
Yeah.
she also like sometimes she like flies off the edge, but she doesn't like
yeah,
that much.
yeah,
She obeys, but she doesn't
Yeah.
like do it in the way that he used to,
yeah.
because he was hardcore like military, because his dad must have been military.
Yeah, that's the sense I got, because immediately waking up time, he like knocked on the wall and been like 10 hut,
Oh yeah,
and he immediately got up, made his bed, and then
he also used military time.
yes, that was the other thing I was gonna say. He was like at breakfast, he was like, get your stuff ready because we're leaving at 0700.
That's early. That's really early.
Yeah, son las 7 de la mañana.
But that's why that I liked about it. That it it was a little bit more
Yeah.
subtextual. I don't think everything should be like given to us as
No,
like
but I
overly
feel
feeding.
like so like you mentioned his wife and like the trouble she's having at work or whatever,
Yeah.
right? That's not like, it's pointless. I feel
What do you mean?
all that because like it doesn't connect anywhere later in the story. You know what I mean? Like about her troubles at work. So also it seems like they're having a bit of a rough patch in their marriage right now.
I think I understand why they would be having a rough patch, because he's not working right now. She's like very like, I think she's very stressed because she doesn't
Yeah.
get to connect with her daughter, and she's also working like really
Yeah.
hard, because I don't think she gets a lot of respect in her work, maybe because her editor kind of blew her off when they were like talking
Yeah.
on the phone.
Yeah. Okay. Damn, you're good.
Right?
But I don't know. I just feel like that kind of stuff just wasn't important to this story. And if it was, it just wasn't fleshed out in a way that I expect. You know what what I'm trying to say is like I kind of wanted like 15 minutes more in this movie.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, it felt kind of short. Did you think it was kind of short?
Yeah, actually a
Yeah.
little. I mean, I feel like it would make sense for like the progression of like, if we were trying to like for example say that he's like becoming abusive like his father,
Yeah.
like it would make sense for the progression
yeah.
of like them having a rough patch in their marriage,
yeah.
having to go to like this place that has a lot of emotional like connection to him,
Yeah.
and then him becoming abusive, like turning into the Wolfman. It would make
Yeah.
sense like thematically.
Oh, the Wolfman's abuse.
Yeah, like I think that would make sense for
Oh
like
my god, I got it. The Wolfman was my dad's alcoholism. I'm kidding.
maybe like it kind of felt like it, because he could understand them. He could barely like see them.
Yeah. Oh, you're good, man.
You think I got it? Did I get it?
Yeah, I think you got it, man.
Mr. Blumhouse, can you please call me and tell me if I got it?
Yeah. I think from this point on, if you're still listening, we're gonna spoil it.
Yay!
Yeah, 'cause,
Spoiler
like,
time.
Because there's a lot of things I'm kind of dancing around.
I think we kind of already spoiled it.
Yeah. So the Wolfman that they encounter there is his dad.
Yeah.
And I kind of figured it was going to be his dad. I knew that from the second that he was pronounced deceased, but it was just because he was missing.
Yeah.
Also, in the beginning, his dad is specifically hunting for the Wolfman.
Yeah. He says that to his friend, like over the radio
the
that he has.
CB radio, yeah.
Yeah.
Because they both live in like the same area.
That's the father of the other guy.
Yes.
The guy that fucking dies at the beginning.
Yes, so that's another thing. I think we saw that in the trailer too.
Well, we definitely did see it in the trailer. Like the second you see that guy, you're like, oh, that's the guy that dies, you know?
Yeah. No, I think we see him get like pulled away from the
Yeah.
Wolfman, and you don't expect him to like live.
No. Not even
But-
for a second.
Yeah. So these guys, to me, feel like weird end of the world, like survivalist kind of guys.
I mean, I kind of get it because, like, if you see a fucking Wolfman like that, I'd be tweaking too.
So this movie starts with
but like move.
This movie starts with like a thing where it's like 2 hikers went missing or something in Oregon in like 1995.
Yeah.
And then the
it was like
it's like a sickness. So it's like an actual sickness, because the people there call it Hills fever. But they say that the natives gave it a name, which I don't remember.
Face of wolf or something.
Well, that's the
wolf.
That's the translation, but I'm not gonna say the actual like dialect, whatever.
But I have no idea. Like,
yeah, but it just translates to face of wolf.
Yeah. If I could remember it, I'd say it. But like I read it and I was like, I don't know if I can like pronounce that well. But we'll see. It seems like it's in the dad's like notes. I was reading that it said like disease, and it was like question mark, and it was like a type of
rabies. That's what
rabies.
He put it was type of rabies.
Yeah, but
this is not rabies.
No, obviously not. But also like it has some like the kind of like similar attributes of rabies. Yeah. Except for like the water thing. Well, maybe like later on, if you gave him water, he wouldn't fuck with it.
Yeah, I mean we don't really know. We didn't get to see a lot of it.
It's like rabies.
Yeah. But
the infection looked fucking gnarly.
Yeah, so it is like a disease, but like it spreads so quickly.
Yeah, because you're cooked.
Yeah, I feel like by morning he was gonna be Wolfman.
I mean, to be fair, rabies spreads like that. Like you're cooked if you don't go to the hospital like immediately.
I don't know about that. I've had rabies for 5 years, and you haven't noticed.
No, I noticed. What you don't know is that I also have rabies.
Oh,
so we're both cooked.
Yeah,
but
no, but like the transformation is really grotesque, I would feel.
Yeah, the nails and the fucking teeth. Oh my god.
Yeah, he's like
he's just falling out like shit.
Yeah, so they get to basically on the road they see the Wolfman, and then they veer out of the way. They're in a moving van or whatever, and then like slide down the hill and somehow don't die.
No, they get like slide down the hill, but like through the hill, through like these trees, they just like get caught, like catch the van or whatever.
Yeah,
and they just kind of get stuck midair.
Yeah.
So it's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
You see that in the trailer.
Yeah.
But
we're assuming you've seen the trailer. If not, you're not listening to this part.
Watch the fucking trailer. At least watch something, all right? If you care about watching this movie.
Yeah, if you don't care about this movie, you're not at this point.
No. Goodbye.
No, so that one guy's an idiot also. Cuz like once like they settle and they're like hanging midair or whatever, right? That guy unclicks his seatbelt and opens the door and just flies out.
Fucking idiot.
And this guy's supposed to be like a survivalist. Idiot.
Maybe he's not a survivalist. Maybe he's just a fucking dumbass.
He's drunk.
He's just weird.
Yeah, he is weird.
Like he was looking at the daughter and like
I saw that as like what Blake would have turned out if he just stayed there. You know what I mean?
Cooked. I mean, like you don't get a lot of like. I guess it didn't really get a lot of like human contact, so maybe that's why. But like, ugh.
Yeah, because I'm assuming that guy's dad's also dead.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Maybe like they both went together. They probably did.
What?
Like the dads probably both went together.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, then where's the other one? Wolfman 2.
Maybe. Maybe he ate him.
We'll get into it.
Maybe he ate him.
Yeah, they seem to have no issue with that.
Yeah.
We'll get into it later.
There's an arm in the woods.
Yeah. So that guy kills himself basically. No, he falls like probably like 10 feet.
And then he's like on the ground.
And then you hear the Wolfman.
And the Wolfman drags him away.
Yeah. And he's dead. You know that.
Yeah, obviously.
So then he's trying to escape with his family like from the top side of the moving van. Which
like they do a pretty good job at it. Like they run really fast. Like I like that they did that.
Yeah.
Because they kind of were smart about it. They're like, okay, we gotta get the fuck out of this van now, and we're gonna go through the top part, and then we're gonna fucking run out. Yeah. And then we're gonna like it was really fast. I appreciate that because they were smart.
Yeah, they thought about it.
There was very little they could have done to avoid this.
Yeah. Well.
Except go to Oregon.
Yeah.
Say, fuck my dad.
So the Wolfman like smashes the window open and like he gets a cut on his arm.
Yeah.
And I at first assumed it was from the glass, and I was like, oh, he's gonna get.
Yeah, I fully thought it was from the glass.
I was like, oh, he's gonna get a Wolfman cut later, but no. Apparently, the Wolfman got him.
Yeah.
And it was like a small scratch too, so I guess that's enough.
It wasn't that small. It was kind of big. It was kind of a little bit big.
Yeah, I guess. And then so they get out. They start running through the forest. They find his dad's house.
Yep.
And as they're like, about to get there, the Wolfman appears and, you know, chases them down or whatever.
Yeah.
And they make it just in time, basically.
Yeah. They close the door, they barricade the door, and then they're fucking tweaking. They're just trying to find, like, you know.
Yeah, I mean.
Obviously.
You want to talk about trauma? That kid's trauma is going to be gnarly.
Oh, yeah. That shit's going to be crazy.
And then,
the therapy bills are going to be wild.
Yeah, buddy. So, you know, he goes in there. He starts, like, turning on the lights and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And, you know, barricading the door.
He turns on the generator. It's a pretty old house. It has, like, a fucked up ass generator.
Yeah.
Also, there's
so every once in a while, the lights just kind of give out.
Yeah. There's a barn. And then there's also...
a greenhouse.
Yeah, it's a greenhouse. And it's just, like, kind of like this big tarp.
Yeah. And there's his dad has an old truck there, basically.
Yeah. It's a Chevy.
Yes. So yeah, so they I guess they like kind of like fall asleep for a while.
Yeah.
After
just only a little bit because I don't know what time it even was. Yeah. So
when he woke up after that, I was like, oh, it's the next day.
No, it's 1 a.m.
No, yeah. So I don't know what time they got there. I'm gonna assume like 10.
At most, if anything, because like I guess it's just like, you know, I'm guessing it gets dark.
The wolfing hour.
Fucking Christ. I'm guessing it gets dark earlier.
In Oregon?
I mean, specifically in those woods, because, you know. Yeah,
we also don't know what, like, time of year it is. I mean,
true. We
assume, like, spring, summerish.
No, well, maybe. A little bit closer to fall, maybe?
Yeah. Yeah, well, it doesn't really matter.
It doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, just the night begins to shine, as the Teen Titans once said.
Fucking love that song, unironically.
So
did you watch that episode in the Teen Titans Go?
Which one?
When they have fucking... They have CeeLo Green and fucking CeeLo Green as a bear.
What? Hold on. What the fuck?
And the guys that sing "The Light Begins to Shine," and also fucking what's that band? Literally, what the fuck?
The Red Hot Chili Peppers.
No, what the fuck? Not the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Hold on, now I have to look it up.
The Eagles?
No,
they got Queen on there.
No.
Oh my God, 21 Pilots.
It's close. It's close.
Fall Out Boy?
Yeah.
Wait, Fall Out Boy
and fucking CeeLo Green on Teen Titans Go
if I could
sing "The Light Begins to Shine."
If I had to connect the dots between CeeLo Green and Fall Out Boy, it would not going to be through Teen Titans. I'll tell you that.
Well, it is. Yup, that's it.
That's kind of hysterical.
It's genuinely like a hilarious ass episode, and also it looks so visually like good. I like it. Yeah.
Anyways, the
Wolfman.
Yeah. Fuck, I don't even know where we are. So he wakes up later at it's like 1 a.m. or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And he gets up. I think he goes downstairs or whatever.
Yeah, he goes down to the basement where his dad's like equipment
Side note: his wife is kind of weird about this because like he closes the door, he locks all the doors or whatever, right? And his wife is like, "What was that? What the fuck was that? Why would I know?"
It's honestly like that ass. Like, what would he know, bro?
And like, so for me, I was like, does he know about the Wolfman? He's just not like telling them. But
nope.
Like, that's like never answered. So I'm just gonna assume he didn't know.
I don't think he knew. I think he heard his dad talking about it. Like he was
also,
like,
you know
crazy.
what? For like a memory like that from like the beginning in the forest and stuff like that, you probably like block that out. Because that's what you do with trauma.
Yeah, because that forest shit was scary as fuck.
Yeah. Oh, real quick side note about that forest scene, right? When he gets that like quick glimpse of the Wolfman in his scope. Mm-hmm. I don't know if this was intentional. I think, but this is what I saw it, right? Mm-hmm. It looked like the classic design of the Wolfman. It did, right? Because also he was like mad hairy. Yeah, he was really hairy, and I'm pretty sure he had like the green shirt, brown pants combo. Did he? That's fun. I think that looked like the classic Wolfman from the 30s. He did look very hairy, so you know. Yeah. Just saying. I would have liked him to be a little bit hairier. Yeah. What else? So he wakes up, he's down at the forest or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. And they're trying to call for help through his dad's old CB radio. Yeah. And then he goes back upstairs to like try and board up with like a bookcase the door. Mm-hmm. And the thing about it is, and then he starts tweaking. No. So wait, they find his cut. Does that happen then? Yeah. Yeah, no, that does happen then. They find he has a cut, and she fucking just throws hydrogen peroxide on it. Yeah. And then bandages it up, and I'm like, she fucked up. Yeah. Like, I literally said, she fucked up cleaning that. She should have cleaned that a little better, I think. Yeah, I guess she's not a nurse, but like, even I know that was better. I feel, listen, also, this is not judging or anything, but I feel as a parent, you should at least know like the basics of like
first date.
Oh, but she's not spending a lot of time with her daughter.
Oh, but she fucking still shit. Like, damn. Anyway, then he goes upstairs and he goes to barricade the door. He takes this big ass bookcase and he starts moving it. And I'm like, damn, that shit look heavy. Is he like Wolfman strong right now?
Well, see, that was kind of confusing to me because I was like, his wife was kind of looking at him like
he's crazy.
Like he's Wolfman strong right now. So I was like, is he not supposed to be able to carry that
I don't think he is because it looks really fucking heavy. But also, he starts talking to her and she's looking at him like,
is that at this point? Yeah, it is at this point, right? Yeah.
And the daughter, like, he is looking at him like, what the fuck?
So if anybody's ever seen Regular Show, it's like that one episode where Rigby drinks the brain juice or whatever. Yeah, they're looking at him like he's speaking like that. And he is, I guess.
He is. He's going like... he's actively going...
Yeah.
When the dog is fucking mad as shit.
Yeah.
He got a dog in him. Anyway.
Yeah.
But he's talking to them, and he's like,
they're
basically...
they both look at him like he's fucking insane. Like, they don't respond to anything he's saying, and he just looks like crazy.
Because he's probably not fucking speaking.
Yeah,
like,
he's probably just going,
baby, I'm playing on you tonight. That's what he's doing. He's fucking singing.
Yeah, he's singing Maroon 5's classic song, Animal.
Honestly, somebody should do a cut of the movie like that. It's just him.
Yeah.
Fucking, every time he speaks, it's just that.
Yeah, not their best. I like Payphone. Anyway.
I like when he went.
So his wife doesn't also...
Your body's fucking incredible. I like that one.
Yeah. I guess you would.
Oh.
No.
Ew. No, guys. I don't like what's his name?
Adam
Levine.
I was gonna say Lambert, but that's the guy who they got to replace Freddie Mercury after he fucking died.
That is not him.
Yeah. But so I found it weird that his wife wasn't like, what the fuck are you saying to me?
Yeah, no. She was just looking
They just go to bed. They just like her and the daughter just lay on the couch like, I guess we'll go to sleep. That kid should have slept it the whole night. It would have made it so much easier for her.
Yeah, but how could she? You know what I mean? I don't know how she fell asleep in the first place. I would have been fucking tweaking.
Because her dad was right there.
Either way, I would have been fucking tweaking.
No, because her dad was right there. He's like, it's going to be safe. Because she trusts him.
Yeah, no, obviously she does.
They have a nice relationship.
They really do. It's really sad.
Yeah. And then, so he's working still on the bookcase. He's like nailing it down. Mm-hmm. And then, does he like, he smashes his thumb or something,
yeah.
Right?
He fucking smashes his thumb like crazy. And I think his fucking, I don't even know if his nail comes out.
I don't think, is that what happens? I thought he looked, well, full disclosure, I had to take a phone call during the movie, so I didn't see like this portion, I guess.
Okay, so what happens next is he does hammer his thumb.
Yeah. And
that is just like, he just kind of looks at it for a second, and he just, I think he fucking like licks his thumb or something. I don't know. But that's not important. What happens next is that he is, give me a second so I can remember everything that happened.
Yeah, there's some dead space we're going to have to cut out.
No, don't cut out the dead space. Please do cut out the dead space. He starts hearing this fucking like loud fucking thumping, like really fucking loud, and it sounds like something is like banging like hard as fuck at the door, like a door or window upstairs. So he's like going up like
a Wolfman.
With the hammer in his hand. So he's going up and he's looking around this room. He opens the door and there's nothing in there, but then he hears the really loud thumping again, and it's coming from the closet. So he opens the closet door. And it's empty. And in the closet, he's like looking around and he sees like the spider. It's a pretty big fucking spider. But every single like step that the spider takes, he's hearing it like it's like
so his
fucking
senses
loud as shit.
So his senses are going crazy, basically. Yeah. Okay.
Like real crazy.
Okay, I didn't see any of that.
And then he starts tweaking. He fucking like slides on the wall. He's fucking sweating like shit.
Yeah, I'll say this. That guy, he's good at looking sick.
He is. He really is.
Because he looks unwell. He also kind of looks... I told you this during the movie. He kind of looks like a young Mark Ruffalo.
He does.
Yeah.
It's a curly hair.
Yeah. Also, the kid they got to play him at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Good
casting.
My
God, they look exactly the same.
Yeah.
When I was little, I thought that in movies they just like waited for like the actor to grow older. Because sometimes they really looked alike. But like, honestly, in this case, I believe it like shit.
Yeah.
It looked like it.
Yeah. No. That's so funny.
I was like 5. Okay, leave me alone.
They did that once in the movie's called Boyhood. So.
Oh yeah. But we're not talking about that movie.
Yeah.
It's talking about ow. Maybe I'm playing on you tonight.
So at this point, he falls asleep. I'm pretty sure again.
Yeah.
And then he wakes. So he wakes. Yeah, he wakes up. and his senses are tweaking again.
Fuck it. Yeah.
No, wait, no, it's the Wolfman tries to grab him through the doggy door.
No, this isn't that happens now.
I think that happens at this point.
Yeah. The Wolfman tries to grab him to the fucking doggy door after he wakes up, and it's only like 2 a.m.
Yeah,
By the way.
Yeah, he grabs his leg, and then he like pulls back. He's like writhing and screaming in pain. I don't know what they can hear at that point.
Just
yeah, but he like, so they did this. Actually, that's something I did kind of like. I like their like kind of perspective shift that they did.
Yeah, that looked really cool.
Where like they would go behind like his head, and you can see and like hear what he was hearing.
Yeah,
and then switching back to his wife and daughter. And
let me tell you something, bro. Can't hear shit.
No.
Hears.
Yeah, he can't understand them anymore, which is kind of weird, I feel.
Also, he sees their eyes glowing, so he's basically like a night vision camera.
Yeah, which we'll come back to later.
Yeah.
And then so he wakes up later, and he's way more sick now.
Yeah, like he looks like shit, dog.
Yeah. He goes downstairs because he can hear a noise coming from downstairs, and it's his wife on the CB radio again.
But he can't understand anything she's saying.
Yeah.
So she's basically like all warbled up, and he's looking at her like she's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And she's like crying, and she's like begging like somebody to come help.
Yeah. She's asking for help because she's like, yeah, my husband is infected.
My husband's really sick. Somebody please help. He can't speak. Like she says he can't speak. And I'm like, damn, he really is cooked.
And so he's in the basement with them, and then like he's just looking at her, and he pisses himself.
Yeah, no, he's standing there in the darkness, and you think that like downstairs, you know, like the light is on something.
I like a lot of those shots where he's just like the Wolfman just standing in darkness. You're like, is there a Wolfman in there? Yes,
there is. There is definitely a Wolfman. But I like he's standing in the darkness, and like, you know, she looks back and she can't fucking see anything, but like to him it looks like the fucking lights are on and everything.
Yeah.
But she's like, hey, like, are you okay? And then he just fucking pisses himself.
Yeah.
Just straight on the leg, and she's like, oh, like that's how fucking sick he is.
Yeah, they go upstairs and they sit him down, and they were like, oh my goodness.
Like she lays him down, and then she tries to like put her daughter to bed, I guess.
Yeah.
And you know, she's trying to talk to him. She's trying to be like, you know, like she gives him like a notebook. She's like, just tell me like what's going on.
She has him write down what's going on.
Yeah.
And basically what he writes down is dying. That's all he writes down.
And she's like, no.
Yeah, she has this kind of nice conversation with him, where she's like, you know, you're gonna get better. We'll get through this.
We're gonna take you to the hospital. You're gonna be okay.
Yeah.
I love you.
Yeah, your daughter needs you. I need you. I love you. And we switch to his perspective. He can't hear a goddamn thing. He don't know what the fuck she's saying.
It's really sad.
So then he starts bleeding from his arm again.
Yeah. He starts bleeding from his arm, like, through the fucking, like, patches. And I'm like, you see, she, like, they take that thing off, and his arm looks like shit.
Yeah,
and like,
it looked
you
like
see, she didn't clean it right.
So what was happening there? Because it looked like it was, like, rotting.
It did. I think it
was no longer. It was no longer a cut. It was like his, like, all of his, like, forearm was just completely, like, peeled off. Like, I feel like you could see bone and shit like that.
No, like, the part closest to his hand was like rotting, and then at the top, like the scar got way bigger. You could see like the tendons and shit. And he saw that shit, and he started fucking like scratching it like crazy, and fucking biting at it. And I'm like, ugh, you
that was really
casco.
Yeah, this movie's not like crazy gory, but there's some moments.
There's some fucking gross shit.
We're gonna get to one.
But he starts biting at it, and it's really fucking nasty. And she's looking at him like, what the fuck? Because, you know, like, if you see your husband fucking biting the fuck out of his infected hand, you're gonna, like, freak out a little bit.
Yeah, he, like, tears a chunk of meat out of him.
Yeah, he low-key eats it. Ew.
Yeah, see, and then, so after this happens, right, I feel like she should have, like, kicked him out sooner. She's
way more understanding than, like, he didn't, like...
Because she walks out, her daughter asks her, "Is Daddy gonna be okay?" And she doesn't answer at this point.
Because like, what are you gonna say? You know what I mean?
She like so she looks out the window. She sees that the truck is still there, right?
Yeah.
So the plan is, we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna drive out of here. We're gonna get to the hospital.
Yep.
So they, you know, she goes downstairs because she found a key wheel earlier. Yeah. So she brings it up. She brings a battery to like charge the car battery. Yeah.
And I'm like, well, what if it doesn't have any gas? But you know, it don't matter.
It doesn't.
It don't matter. Well, because you'll see.
Yeah. So they get out there.
They run outside.
Yeah. He's looking
like shit.
Yeah. His hair's starting to fall out.
Yeah. Which, you know, I wish it would have just, you know, gotten like fluffier or something. It became like fur or whatever. But not the point.
No.
He's looking sickly. He's looking fucked up.
Idea, same movie.
Mm-hmm.
But instead of becoming hairy, he becomes scaly. And he's the creature of the
Man.
Yeah.
But she's charging it, and I'm full of anxiety because she's just like out there and the
Well,
fucking creature right
this
there.
is one of those moments like they kind of like spoiled it in the trailers if you remember. So they charge it. She gets in the car. The only thing that is different from the trailers, I would say, is in the trailer you assume that the Wolfman that's on the hood of the car after she like wipes the windshield.
Yeah.
Is her husband.
But it's not.
It's not. It's the other Wolfman. Her husband's in the backseat.
Yep. It's the Wolfman that was following them earlier.
Yeah. He smashes through the window like.
And he breaks like the thingy.
The shift stick, so they can't even get it out of park. So it doesn't matter if they had gas or not.
Sucks.
The car was not moving. So then they get off of there, they run towards the greenhouse and climb it.
And once again, the greenhouse is like this big like white tarp.
Yeah. Not for a second that I think that greenhouse should have supported their weight.
No.
Let alone a Wolfman's.
Fuck no. But they get up there and then the Wolfman starts like trying to fucking tear through that shit.
Yeah. So there's a lot of good like shots and like cinematography.
Yeah.
In this. Cause like
Oregon looks fucking beautiful. I want to visit.
Yeah. But like even just like the shots like the Wolfman's in the greenhouse, you can see like a little bit of him through the opaque plastic.
Yeah.
And he starts like clawing at them.
Yeah, and then you can see like the
you can see what he sees from inside, and then outside you can kind of see like a bit of like a silhouette of him.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like that part. And then
he's jumping and he's slashing at the plastic. Basically.
The little girl almost falls in because he tries to fucking get her. Yeah. But then the dad, fucking what's his name again?
Blake.
Yeah, Blake. Blake is like point to the house, and then he goes off running. Yeah. And the Wolfman starts following him. So then Charlotte and Ginger start running to the house.
Yeah. So he basically like he's still cognitive at this point.
Yeah. And they start running to the house. They get in there.
Into the mic, please.
They get in there. And then the little girl's like, "You're not gonna let him in."
Yeah, so that was a little weird because she just immediately goes. I thought she was gonna be like, "I hate you."
Right.
That's not what happens, because immediately there's a knock at the door, and who is it but a Wolfman? But which one?
Well, it's the dad.
It's the dad. Yeah. So before they like even get into the house, you hear like one of the like those like the classic dog in pain.
Yeah. Wolfman fucking fighting and then Wolfman whimpering.
Yeah. And so he comes in. He's nearly bald at this point.
Yeah, no, it's I don't like it.
Yeah.
And then she like lets him in, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But he goes in. And what happens next?
He goes in, he lays down, and then his daughter does the thing where like he touches his head.
He touches his head, and then
he reads his mind basically, or whatever.
And then he can hear her speak for a little bit.
I don't think he could.
I think he could discern what she was saying.
I think he understood the gesture and what was happening, but I don't think he understood her actual words.
Sad.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And then he hawks up
a finger.
Yeah, he hawks to us.
I
want to cut that out.
Please do. Gross.
He
we do not support the hawk to a girl in this podcast.
Yeah. Get that back though.
I fucking guess.
He like spits up a finger. And I was like, when did he get the finger? It's the Wolfman's.
Yep.
And did he like? It was only one finger, but did he like bite all his fingers off?
He bought like at least one of his hands. He had like a couple fingers missing.
So we see that later. So yeah, so he kind of understands what's going on at this point, right? Because he's about to walk out the door. He's like, I can't be inside here.
Yeah.
Because I'm a danger to you guys.
Yep.
As he opens the door, the other Wolfman jumps in.
Yep. He runs in like a fucking madman.
Yeah, he was just like waiting there.
Yeah.
And that's when you see like he is missing those fingers.
Yep.
And
so he tries to like go at Charlotte. He tries to go at him. They start fighting. He tries to go for like the little girl. Charlotte puts her in the room.
Yeah.
And they start like fucking brawling.
Bad Wolfman knocks out good Wolfman.
Yeah, and then like Charlotte just like grabs like fucking fire poker and she starts like fucking wailing at him.
Well, she stabs him first.
Yeah, but he doesn't give a fuck. So
here's
they're pretty strong.
Yeah. So here's the thing, right? So it seems like his dad, Wolfman, understands that that's his son.
Oh, come on, man! You can.
We're in spoilers.
Yeah, that's true. But okay. So it's the dad.
Yeah, we said that earlier too.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna reorganize that.
Okay.
So, because he like grabs him and he's like gonna drag him out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's not like he was gonna kill him right then and there. He starts like dragging the other Wolfman out.
Yeah.
Until Charlotte stabs him with a knife and then like smacks him with fire poker.
Yeah.
And she gets like 3 hits on him before he ducks.
Yeah, and he takes it away, and then the other Wolfman,
jumps on him.
Blake jumps on him, and he gets him to the ground. And he fucking bites his throat off.
Yeah, he rips his throat out.
Yeah.
And then he looks at his arm.
And he sees the tattoo that his dad had.
Yeah, we didn't mention that earlier. His dad has a tattoo with his last name on it.
Yeah. And like his fucking insignia or whatever.
Yeah.
And
his dad kind of feels like a proud boy. I'm not gonna lie.
Low key, when we were first getting down the stairs and we saw like the flag that he had up there, I thought it was a fucking Nazi flag. Like I was like, what?
Talk about some drama.
The fucking way. That's crazy. Anyway.
So then I guess he's kind of. I don't actually understand what happened here. He sees that he killed his dad, and his dad was the Wolfman. And he's like, it was about trauma all along. He says that to the camera. No,
I feel like he realized that his dad, like, he can't recognize, like, him or anything at all. Like, he's just, like, he basically became a beast. So he's just like, I should fucking leave. I have to get the fuck out of here because I don't want to hurt.
I'm just like my dad.
Basically, he's like, I gotta go before, like, I actually, like, kill them because he's cooked. So he goes outside.
Yeah.
He runs out and she's like, oh my fucking God. Anyway.
Yeah, he rips his shirt off, which I kind of wish he could. I kind of wish he kept the shirt on.
He had to do the fucking Wolfman,
Yeah, but like, I don't know. I like the green shirt combo.
Yeah, I know. It's classic.
And he starts bugging out. So his transformation, like, I guess, kind of finalizes. At least as finalized as it's gonna get in this movie.
His like fucking ribcage is cooked, bro. That shit.
Yeah, his knuckles and shit. You know the class. If you ever seen a werewolf movie, they do that.
Yeah, so, it looked painful.
Yeah, he just so. The other thing is he gets like night vision, like full night vision.
Yeah, which looks really cool.
Yeah.
And then he's looking up into like the forest and everything looks really like distorted and fucked up.
He does the ow.
Anyway.
So we cut back to the family in the house, and the kid keeps asking what's happening to Daddy.
Well, she's just like, why did he get sick?
Yeah.
And then the mom explains it, which is she's just like
Yeah, she basically explains the point of the movie. It's like your grandpa gave Daddy his sickness.
Yeah, well, he did.
Yeah, which is not wrong.
That's true. So generational trauma.
Yeah.
Then he like comes back. He's looking out the window. He's looking into the window.
Yeah, and at that point, I'm like, is he still him? I don't know.
Kinda, because he doesn't attack the daughter, and he was like right behind her. Like he gets into the house, and he's like,
he's not actively, like he didn't actively attack them.
No, I think he wanted her to kill him.
Well, we'll get to it. So they kind of like scuffle with him.
Mm-hmm.
There's a pretty good jump scare where she's like, they hear the noise come up from the attic or whatever.
From upstairs.
And she's waiting downstairs with a knife.
And she's looking up, and then
the daughter's in another room, like right outside of
She can like see like the daughter. The daughter's like looking right at like the mom, and then the mom like takes a look at the daughter, and like right behind her is a fucking Wolfman. Kind of creepy. That shit kind of.
Well, they did one take where like you see the daughter, there's nothing there. Cut back to upstairs. We're waiting for the Wolfman to come down. Cut back to the daughter, and he's right behind her.
The thing about it is that if you notice, like from the corner of the room, you could see the Wolfman coming up the stairs. So he was already like not upstairs.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I didn't notice that.
I did. Anyway, but yeah, he's like right behind her, and she's like, she grabs the fucking knife, and she's like, don't, but she doesn't know if he's like a beast,
Yeah.
But she's fucking scared, and I would be too, because he looks crazy as fuck.
Yeah. So they stab him. They run out the house, and they run to the barn that's outside. Yeah. They get in there, and then they just kind of like hide. Yeah. So did she set up that bear trap?
Yeah, she did. We saw her like grab the chain and then grab.
I thought it was just changed. I didn't see the bear trap end.
Well, the bear trap end, she just kind of like looked at it, and then she saw it change. She's like, oh, what, perfect.
Oh, okay. So
she was like, just like, so they duck, right? They're like in the barn, and then he does the funniest fucking thing, like the barn door is like wood, so he breaks the wood, and then he starts fucking digging under it like a dog.
Under it like a dog. My dog's done that a couple times under some fences.
Fucking dickhead.
Yeah. Fuck that guy.
He's a little guy, little baby. So but he starts digging in.
So there was a really good scene where like they're looking at darkness. You can't really make out what's happening, and then you see the camera start like to shift, and from his perspective,
he's literally right in front of them.
Yeah, and he can see them because.
But the thing about it is that they look distorted. They don't look like themselves anymore.
Yeah, he can't recognize them. So
which is sad.
Yeah, he takes like another step and into the bear trap.
Yep. Into the bear trap.
Yeah.
And that shit, it looked like it hurted.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a bear trap.
Yeah, and they run out and leave him there, and he starts chasing after them.
But then he realizes, fucking bear trap, and he can't open it.
So what he decides to do,
he starts biting at his fucking ankle.
Yeah, he bites off his leg basically.
Yeah, he fucking his foot.
And I thought it was
footless.
like, so initially I thought it was like his like around ankle, right?
Nah, he
and I was like
fucking mid.
Yeah, I was like, okay, you have most of your leg still. No, he was missing like up almost to the knee.
Yeah, like halfway there.
So that was a nice little Easter egg. I feel.
Well,
I assume that's an Easter egg, right?
I'm fucking crying.
Because Lee Winnell is co-directors with James Wan on the first Saw movie.
Oh yeah.
So, and obviously the end of that movie, guy saws his leg off.
Yeah, if you haven't fucking seen the old ass movie Saw.
Yeah.
Anyway, but then.
So then
he's running through the forest looking for them because they're just trying to find.
Yeah, he's doing the classic bear.
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 We choose the bear.
The dog run.
Yeah.
And
he can't walk.
Yeah. And so the daughter and the mom and the daughter basically end up where they were. So they find.
They get to like the clearing where thing in the beginning, back in like fucking 30 years ago, him and his dad saw like the fucking bear man, the Wolfman.
No, they get back to where the crash was. They find the remains of the guy.
Yeah.
And the moving truck, lights still on. Should have turned it off.
That's where that was. That's when I realized that's where they were.
Yes, because. No, you're right, because that's you see the deer barn or whatever.
Yeah. They look through everything that.
Yeah, they find the guy's gun because he had a gun.
They find his arm first, just the arm.
Yeah.
Then they find his satchel, and then they find I guess they got on the floor, and then the daughter's like, "Hurry, mom, he's coming."
Yeah, we know.
Bruh, we are aware. Don't do this.
So they get into the deer barn, and so it's basically the same scene as from the beginning.
Yeah. You can see the heat from his body.
Yeah.
Rising up, and you can't see him through the door.
Yeah,
but then he fully rises.
Yeah, he fully rises up, and he's ugly.
Oh yeah, no, he's ugly as sin.
Yeah. So basically, there's a moment where the daughter understands that he wants to get shot.
He's looking at his daughter straight in the eye, and she's just he just wants to go, and it's sad.
Yeah.
And then she the mom is hesitating. She doesn't want to do it.
Yeah.
And then he basically lunges up, and then she shoots him.
Yeah, shoots him dead.
I think the daughter's gonna have severe fucking ear damage for the rest of her life, but also therapy.
Ear damage,
and emotional damage.
Yeah,
ear damage.
Imagine what kind of Wolfman she's gonna be.
She's gonna be a weef wolf, actually.
Yeah, I don't.
That's the female of werewolf.
Is that?
Yeah, weef wolf.
Oh, I didn't know that.
If we want to get real technical,
we know 50% of things here.
Weef wolf.
So they shoot him. It
dead. Actually is weef wolf.
Okay, I don't not believe you.
Believe me. Anyway.
Yeah. So he dies. It's very sad.
Mm-hmm.
For a second, right? I thought they was just gonna revert back to a human.
Nah. His bones changed, dog. I don't think so.
So, no, because I'll say something in a little bit. So then they just they walk over to a valley, which we see at the beginning of the movie, him and his dad used to look over, and it's really beautiful or whatever.
It really is. They're just they're walking down, and they're holding hands, and they're looking, and the daughter has the fucking 1,000 yard stare.
Yeah, because
I mean they're traumatized, obviously.
Yeah.
But then they're seeing
the last 12 hours have been crazy.
Yeah. But then they see the fucking the valley, and it looks so fucking beautiful, and it's damn.
So here's what I was gonna say here's what I was gonna say during the movie, right?
Mm.
I would have thought it was hilarious, right? Because in the beginning we see the valley, it's really pretty or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And then later on we get the perspective. We see just the front on view of the mom and the daughter before we see what the valley actually looks like, right?
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be so hilarious if they turn over to the valley and there's a Walmart there.
Honestly, accurate U.S. infrastructure.
Yeah, it's just hilarious.
Fuck it, Target.
Just hilarious stuff. You know what I mean? But no, the valley's still there because
it's pretty.
Yeah, and then the movie just kind of ends.
Yep. And honestly, it's sad.
Yeah. So like I said, I liked it. I didn't love it.
I liked it a lot. The more I think about it.
Yeah. I'd give this 3.5 honks.
I'd give 3.5. Seems pretty good. I like the
So honk it up.
I like the cinematography.
Give us 3.5 honks.
That's 3 honks and a half.
3.5. Yeah, I think it was well shot. I don't know. I feel like I just wanted a little more because I think Invisible Man's really great, and I don't think this is on the level of that.
Okay. Well, I feel like if you're a fan of Universal Monsters, I think you'll like it.
Yeah, I think it's definitely good. It
doesn't have like that aesthetic, that cheesy kind of like look to it. Obviously,
no, but no movies do that anymore.
Sadly, because honestly, Lisa Frankenstein was the shit.
That didn't really have that kind of aesthetic either, though.
It kind of did, though.
No, it was like no, because the point of that was like old 90s, 80s aesthetics.
No,
like
but
that.
I mean more like thematically, and like aesthetic wise.
I feel like there was just more I could have had from it. I think you kind of turned me around on some of the like the thematic stuff.
Yeah.
And the representation of some of that stuff, but just overall, I still feel like it was just kind of not mid. No, it was good. Like I said, good. Not loving it. You know what I mean? Would I go back to it? Probably not soon.
If there's a new like monster movie like like these ones, I would definitely like rewatch it. Like if they all like
Would you recommend this to anybody?
Maybe. Would I recommend?
Well, I mean, let's say this, right? Would you recommend this over like Nosferatu that just came out recently?
Probably not.
Yeah.
Because Nosferatu's a fucking trip. It's great. I do like
freaky style.
You must bounce on it, freaky style. He was cunty, Loki. But I like
throw it back for a real one.
I was just gonna say that. No, but okay. I like a lot of thematic things. I like, it doesn't have to be like, I'm fucking beating your ass and shit. Like, so it's emotional.
Here's the other thing I said while we were in the movies, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I would have felt something a little more about the dad and his dad if they were Latinos.
That's just like, maybe that's like a bias.
Yeah.
Because I was like,
that's where my generational trauma comes from.
When we finished the movie, I was like, yo, you are absolutely right. Yo, he's absolutely right. If this was like a Latino family, I'd be like, damn, I'd be locked in. I'd be in there.
I'd be like, no, por favor.
No, mi papá.
El perro.
El perro. Or like an indigenous family, maybe.
Well, that would make more sense with like with the thing.
Yeah.
Face of the Wolf.
Yeah. Oh, like you're gonna be a Wendigo.
Do you think there's more Wolfmen out there?
Mayhaps. I mean, like it seems like it's a transmittable disease, so probably.
Yeah.
But it seems like they probably fight for like dominance.
Yeah. Oh, you think they're like very territorial?
Yes.
Well, the dad seemed very territorial.
Yeah. I mean, it was in there.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's any other Wolfmen out there, like at least not in his forest.
Yeah, not in that area. not around here, partner.
Not around here. Yeah, no, I think they would fucking kill each other.
Yeah. Do you think there's gonna be a sequel? I don't.
Probably not. I mean, he's fucking dead.
Yeah. Do you want these? So, do you want them to connect? Like, do you think this is in the same universe as the Invisible Man?
I mean, it could be. I don't see why it shouldn't be.
Do you want the Universal Monster Avengers?
No. No, I do not. I do want to see a Jekyll and Mr. Hyde movie.
Yeah.
Because I just finished reading the book recently.
What's that one about?
I really liked it.
What's that one about? Because
you don't know the story of Jekyll and Mr. Hyde?
No, I know it, but like, you know how this one was like about generational trauma and the Invisible Man was
mental illness.
You're right. You're just right.
What else would it be?
I want a Creature of the Black Lagoon movie that's about gentrification.
Honestly.
Yeah. I like the way they're doing these. That like the movies are like, these are classic Universal monsters, but they're about real problems.
I mean, they low-key always have been.
I've never seen any of those like old movies. That's not true. I saw the old like 20s Nosferatu before I saw the new one. Let me tell you, slow. I
own the OG Dracula with Bela Lugosi because I fucking love him. He's so beautiful.
Yeah, I like a lot of those like cheesy shots. But you know what? I've actually also seen the original Invisible Man. Yeah, and I thought that one's a banger.
I saw the original Frankenstein.
You know why that one's a banger? because the way they do invisibility boggles my mind. How do you fucking do that?
I have literally, I have no
and
fucking
it
idea.
looks good. It looks so
does,
good.
Right? I'm like, there's an invisible dude over there.
Yeah.
He's just wearing a fucking jacket.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I saw a video explaining how they did it, and I still don't understand.
Yeah.
I'm maybe a little bit silly on that.
Yeah, we know 50% of things.
Honestly, I also like. Wait, no, I haven't seen the old Mommy movie, but I do like the one with Brendan Fraser.
Mommy?
Cut that out.
Yeah, the Brendan Fraser one's a banger.
Yeah, I love Brendan Fraser here.
Yeah.
Love him. Heart to heart. He gets a honk.
But yeah, I mean that's our opinions on Wolfman 2025, directed by Lee Winnell.
Oh my God, it's 2025.
Yeah.
Holy shit, I forgot it's New Year's. Anyway, yeah. Good job, Blumhouse. You did a good job. I've been a fan.
Yeah, this one's good. You guys make a lot of shit though.
Yeah.
You guys make a lot of garbage.
You know James? What's his name? James Wan.
James Wan.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about him?
I'm pretty sure.
Are you talking about like the director of this movie? Because it's not James Wan.
No, but I mean like Blumhouse director James Wan.
James Wan did just done a couple of things. I think he did backwards John Wick.
Fucking, I hate that movie.
No, I love that movie. We're talking about Malignant, by the way, guys.
Backwards John Wick.
We're talking about Malignant. It's like the most like bland like slasher movie you've ever seen in your life, and then and then it goes balls to the wall crazy.
Fucking ridiculous. But hot take, I don't really love a lot of things he does.
What else has he done? Give me a second. I'll look it up.
He was involved in American Horror Story. He was the one that made Megan is Missing, and that movie's fucking garbage.
Yeah, Megan is Missing.
If you
is
are
not
a horror fan and somebody's, oh my God, you should watch Megan is Missing, the movie's ass bullshit.
James Wan. What has he directed? No, he directed The Conjuring. He directed Aquaman.
It was an American Horror Story?
Well, I'm looking on Letterboxd and it's not going to show me TV stuff.
Let me see.
Yeah, he directed Saw, The Conjuring, both Aquaman, Malignant.
Yeah.
Conjuring 2, Insidious 2. Oh, he directed that one movie you don't, well, not that you don't like, but scared you, Dead Silence.
Oh my God, I fucking hate that movie.
And then he's going to make the gentrification Creature of the Black Lagoon movie.
No fucking way.
Look at that.
Oh, wait.
No, he didn't direct Megan is Missing. What are you talking about?
Oh, no, he didn't.
Who are you thinking of?
I'm thinking of Michael Goy.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
He made The Town That Dreaded Sundown.
Still don't know what that is.
I hate that movie too. He also made Thanks Scooby Doo. He made Scooby Doo and the Legend of the Phantasm.
I'm sorry?
It's a Scooby Doo movie.
No, he's directed 3 movies. One is Megan is Missing. One's Mary. And
Found footage. He also made Hellmaster and The Town That Dreaded Sundown.
let me see. As director? No, he didn't.
He was probably just in it, maybe.
Maybe it's like producer or something.
Let me see. Probably producer.
Yeah. No. He might have just been the cinematographer because that seems to be what most of his bio is.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. I got them confused because
Yeah, I was about to say like James Wan didn't do that. There's no way he made Megan is Missing.
Thank God. You know what, James Wan?
By the way, an average of 1.6 stars on Letterboxd.
Cause it sucks ass. I don't know. I don't know why I even got into it. Cause I confused James Wan with Michael Goy.
Yeah,
Stupid.
we've gone way off track.
Yeah, we've cut a lot of this out.
Imagine I send you the file for this. It's like it's 26 minutes.
How the fuck did you
I cut out all the bullshit.
You cut out all my speaking parts. Anything I said.
No, I made a compilation of me going, yeah.
Honestly, would go hard.
But yeah, I mean, that's about it. That's all we really have to talk about. Damn, we're almost at 2 hours.
Epic. There's gonna be a lot of cutting.
For one of us, for sure.
Ding, 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 ding. Oh, yeah, I mean, he did. You know what, James Wan? I do fucking hate you. You made that silent, and I hate that movie. It's the fucking worst. I hate that movie so much.
The one about the ventriloquist puppets, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, yeah. If you guys enjoyed this episode, give us a follow.
Yeah. Subscribe.
Yeah. Subscribe to our podcast wherever you're listening to this too.
And
then follow our socials at Clown Shoes Pod. Clown Shoes Podcast.
And we love you very parasocially. If you're listening to this, we love you very parasocially. We genuinely have love and care for each and every one of you.
Not yet. I don't know you guys. But I'd love to get to know you guys.
So leave a comment.
But yeah, we're going to do this on a weekly basis.
Yep.
If you didn't like this episode, you don't have to listen to this. Nobody's forcing you to.
Leave a like if you didn't like it, so I know.
Yeah, because we can count the likes. So
yeah, but we can't count the dislikes.
Yeah, so we can. That way I can tell who doesn't like it, And then I'll be like, oh, well, this many people doesn't like it.
Yeah, then we have to quit, obviously.
Yeah.
Follow if you don't like it also. If you want me...
I can track those way more easily. This is all getting cut.
Aww. Okay.
But yeah. Anyways, bye.
Bye.